Welcome to EBSCO host CINAHL Plus with Full Text Database. This tutorial will demonstrate how to use this database to locate articles with very current information in the nursing and allied health fields. There are many features to this database. However, this tutorial will only be covering an advanced search. For additional features, the Help section is very useful. First, let's look at the tabs that are available. Depending on what you need, you would select one to begin your research. Again, in this case, we will be using the default advanced search, which is in essence a keyword search. By using the advanced search feature, we can use a combination of keywords or subject terms to obtain the information we need. Let's say you are researching tuberculosis and the use of isolation rooms. Enter the term tuberculosis in the first search box. The fields menu to the side is optional. For a more advanced search, you might want to use it. However, for this search, it isn't necessary. This database uses the AND command as a default, and so now we will type in a second term in the second box. Let's enter the term isolation room. And let's add an asterisk to the end of the word room. By using an asterisk, I am using what is called truncation. That means that when searching, I want the database to find articles with the word room and whatever trunk or ending comes after the word room. So I want articles that have the phrase isolation room or isolation rooms, plural. So those are our search terms. We now have different options to narrow our search so we can retrieve more specifically what we need. We do not need to check all of the limiters. However, the main two you will probably use are full text and peer-reviewed. Selecting the full text will provide results where the entire article is available within the database. Selecting peer-reviewed will provide articles that have been written and or reviewed by experts in a particular area. So in this case, nurses and other allied health professionals have written, reviewed, and critiqued these articles before they were published. This gives the articles credibility. Now that we have the fields we want for our search, we will begin our search. Based on this search, the results are then displayed. In this case, 2 articles were found. Of course, some topics and keywords will yield more results depending on the amount of literature written about your topic. Under each title, you will find the citation of the article. You will find the author or author's name, the title of the journal, when the article was published, the number of pages in the article, etc. This information will be needed for your bibliography or works cited page. By clicking on the icon with the paper and magnifying glass, you will see the abstract or brief summary of the article. That will help you decide whether this is an article you want to further explore. Since we did ask for full text, you will notice all of the results of full text. Some are in PDF full text format. Others, depending on your topic, may be in HTML format. The content is the same for both. However, sometimes the PDF format is a little easier to cite. The page numbers are more obvious. They will show the graphs, tables, etc. The PDF format is an exact copy of the journal article. All articles can be opened by clicking on the full text link. Once opened, the article is available to be read, be printed, emailed, etc. So let's look at this article. Here again is the citation information. If you scroll down, You will see at the bottom of the page numbers, again the journal, the date, etc. This completes a quick advanced search keyword search using this database. To revisit or track your search history, let's go back to the top of the article and go back to the result list. CINAHL has a built-in feature called Search History. Back to those tabs we were talking about at the beginning. By clicking Search History, you will be able to see the terms that you use to search for your articles. So in this case, it says for my search history, I use the terms tuberculosis and isolation room. I wanted full text and peer-reviewed. There is also an option to print. By clicking that option, Print Search History, I can then print out my search history. Now, of course, if you used different search terms, different subject terms, different keywords, or tried different things, then your search history is going to look a little different. It may be much longer. However, these are the basic steps to use. And that completes this short tutorial on CINAHL.